There is nothing better sometimes than learning from someone who's been in your shoes. And that is the premise behind a free peer-to-peer business event taking place tomorrow here in Madison. Sue Carlson and Mark Huber, founder of the Startup Accelerator here in Madison, join us this very snowy afternoon. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us.
Yeah, good afternoon.
We really appreciate it. Mark, first of all, let's start with you and talk about Startup Accelerator. What exactly is it, and why is this something that you really got going off the ground here?
Well, think about the idea that you've read a book, you've read about marketing, you've seen all the information, but in fact you haven't had any connection to someone that's done it, that's really applied it in a practical sense. And this is what we're trying to do, connect folks that have never really used it to a practical person that is, such as social media marketing, any kind of business plan issues, financing, budgeting.
Anything, it would be anything you would need to start a business.
Anything that you'd need to start a business, exactly, all the pieces, all the components.
Okay, so you have an event tomorrow.
Right.
Sue, if you can, talk about this. It's a peer-to-peer business mentoring event.
It's a peer-to-peer conference. The only thing we have on the agenda when people get there is to set the agenda for the day, and this allows us to be sure that the people who attend actually get what they need out of the day. And if people are unable to get a session that they want, for example, they can leave, they can do whatever they want, they can just sit and talk with people they meet at the event on the side if they want. It's all about what the attendees want.
So this is essentially, there's a lot of power in networking.
Yes, exactly.
I know you've signed up to host a financial discussion.
Yes, just basic finance for home and business. What do you need to think about? What do you need to plan for? And we'll see if it's actually on the agenda tomorrow when we finalize it.
Mark, you have, this is the third one in Madison. There have been
third in Madison, right.
10 of these otherwise.
Right,
What is
exactly.
the most important piece of information you see people walk away with?
I think that they would want to come in an informal setting because this is not the standard conference. It's a little bit more relaxed. It allows you to actually get up and communicate with other people. We want them to be active. We want them to be asking questions. We want them to really try to learn in this setting.
Hopefully gives them the push that they need to get a successful start to any sort of a business?
To any sort of a business. We really want them to connect up. We try to help work with them to find people that they'd work with in their future, in their teams, essentially.
Very interesting. All right, well, the road should be cleared tomorrow morning. I know registration starts at 9 o'clock. The site is over on the east side. The host site is Sector 67. It's 2100 Winnebago Street. The event runs a majority of the day tomorrow, but again, it is free, and it'd be interesting to see who all shows up.
Excellent.
Well, thank you very much.
Mark and Sue, thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. Safe travels back to the east side this afternoon. Stay with us.